Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video. I have some, I don't know what I have, but I want to film a get ready with me video. Okay. I've been gone for the last week. I don't know when you guys are seeing this video, when I'll get to uploading it. I think this is going to be my Monday video, but I've been in Miami, Florida for the last week. I surprised my husband with a birthday trip and we went down to Miami, and actually also while I was there, I did collab with Kathleen Lights. If her video is going up, could be today, could be sometime this week. If you guys are interested in watching it, head over to her channel. I'm so excited about it. I hope it went well. I feel like I was an awkward little shit in the video. Like, I don't remember being cool or calm or collected. I remember just being like, the worst. I struggle with collabs, man. I feel like I can be so fine on camera right now and I can just talk like a normal person. I can just do my thing. The second I sit next to somebody, I'm like, I don't know what to do with my hands. So I'm just gonna start putting some makeup on and we're just gonna chat. I had some videos filmed for this week that I was gone and I didn't plan on missing any videos, but I didn't get to editing when I was there. I think I always think that I'll have time to edit when I'm on a vacation, but I end up not having time because I'm always in the middle of doing something or always out and about, and we did a whole bunch of things in Miami and it was just a lot. It was also hot as hell. I had never been there before and it was seriously so hot. The humidity is unreal. We had a good time. We ate some good food. We had a really fun trip. I was gonna make a video all about it. I have decided not to, but I think we're just going to carry on. It was really good though. It was for my husband's birthday surprise and I'm glad we went, and I'm so glad that I was able to meet Kathleen and be able to film with her. So keep an eye out for that. That video will be coming soon, if not up when you guys are watching this. I don't know. Keep an eye out. So one thing I did discover while I was down in Miami and it was super, super hot was that I discovered my skin is just a little too dewy there, the way that I do it. So I was having to wear powder on my skin when I was there and it actually looked really nice. So we got home from Miami yesterday. Today, right now when I'm filming this, is February 28th. So we got home yesterday and I leave again on Sunday. So it's Thursday today, I leave again on Sunday and I'm gone for another week. So I'm pre-filming right now for when I'm gone so that you guys aren't having no more videos again. I wanna make sure that I'm not leaving you guys hanging again. I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics and Daisy Marquez collab that just came out. I think this launched today. I don't know if I've ever met Daisy before. This is an interesting palette though. Look, it looks like this, and then this whole top comes off, and then it goes like this. Put this in here, and then you can get ready at it. So it's like a little get ready station. We'll see. I'm not gonna like talk about it though. I'm just gonna be doing a get ready with me while we are getting ready, and I will have everything listed in the description. So I like BH Cosmetics Shadow though, so as long as these haven't changed in formula, I doubt that I'll hate them. So I was gone since the 23rd to the 27th, we were gone. And I was actually invited by a brand to go to Hawaii, which I'm so excited. You guys know, a couple months ago, I actually asked you guys like where we should go in Hawaii. And so many of you guys were giving me suggestions. Most of you guys said Maui, but we're actually going to Oahu. But I am so excited that I was invited. I've really only been on one brand trip before, and it was last year. It was in March as well. No, really similar timing. It was with the Pure and BoxyCharm when we went to Punta Mita, Mexico, which I will link the video up here if you guys haven't seen it. I sobbed my face off, and I feel like I'm going to as well on this trip because it's really cool when you're invited on a brand trip. I mean, for more than one reason. I'm gonna hold this instead of like leaving it up there because I just feel like it's not working for me like that. But brand trips are so cool because you get to meet other influencers, you get to meet the people behind the brand, you get to talk to people from the companies and hear their sides to things, and just, I don't know, I just find them really interesting. I really like them. I know that some people don't. I think that, of course I like them. I mean, for crying out loud, I'm invited on a trip. I think that for so many other reasons, like I love to meet people and see if they're the same as they are on, on camera, and also talk to the people behind the brands and talk to them about, the brands and their launches and business practices and stuff like that. I find it all so interesting because, that's something that you don't get to do very often when you are in this industry unless you really get that face-to-face time with the companies. I am really excited to go and meet people, and so lucky to even be invited on these type of things. Like, honestly, I could not have imagined in a billion years that this would be my life. I would get to go on these fun trips and adventures and get to experience things like this. And I mean, just like, who gets to do this? I mean, even still that sometimes I get invited on things like this, it always feels surreal. I screamed and ran to my husband when we got invited. I was like losing my shit, like legitimately losing my shit. I am just so thankful and so grateful that I get to do stuff like this. Like how cool that I get to go somewhere and do something that, I mean, I could obviously do myself. And we were planning our own Hawaii trip. That's why this is so cool too, because we were already planning our own. And then I get invited on this. And so I get to go, and then we're actually extending the trip. So the trip is only from the 3rd to the 6th, but we're doing it to the 9th because I think, well, we're in Hawaii already. We might as well just have a little more time there. So I'm going to do the brand trip portion of it. And then we're going to stay a few days beyond to, you know, do some sightseeing, and I don't know, I'm just excited. So let me know if there's anything that we need to do while we are in Oahu. I don't know anything. I've done some research, but I was just invited to this a few days ago, and so I haven't had time to do as much research yet, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the most out of it while we're there, you know? This is not my best eye look. I talked about this on Twitter, but I'm going through it, okay? I am going through the lowest self-esteem that I feel like I have had in literal years. Okay, what did I just do there? That looks really odd. Dipped into the wrong color. That looks awful. Okay, well, I might as well do the same thing on the other side. But I have the lowest self-esteem right now. I am going through it. I talked about this on Twitter yesterday. I went on a little rant on Twitter just saying, like, I am going through such a low moment. I've never felt uglier. I've never felt... And trust me, I'm okay now. Actually talking about it on Twitter made such a big difference because there was one commenter that made such a big difference in my life. When I talk to you guys, sometimes you're able to really help me through it, and this was one of those circumstances for sure. So I said online that I'm going through the really low self-esteem moment. I feel really ugly, and I think a lot of that is tied to my weight. And I'm going to tell you why in a moment, because I had such a terrible experience in Miami, and it has really bothered me a lot since it happened, and it was something so stupid, but it was something that I can't get over it. I'm just gonna go deep into this right now. Okay, I'm just gonna do it. Might as well use another BH Cosmetics. This is the BH Eye Lights in Gal Pal. Is this drying out? Feels like kind of dry. I only used it like 10 times. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you what happened, and then I'll explain to you why I'm having such low self-esteem. I got a massage. It's in Miami Beach, and when we were there, I wanted to use the spa services because in our room, we got complimentary spa passes each day. Not for like massages or anything, but like to just, you know, go to the spa and use it. Anyway, and I tell Zach, my husband, that I wanted to just relax and like get some relaxing massages or whatever. We wanted the same thing. So there was one massage left with a male masseuse and then one with a female. Zach wanted the one that had like the hot stone massage, and this was for his birthday or whatever. So we chose that one for him. There was 2 massage therapists left. One that was a female, and she was like one where it was like a hot stone massage, and that's the one that Zach wanted. And then the remaining massage therapist was a guy, and he was like this muscle soothing massage or whatever. That just took off all that previous color. Look at that. Like on this eye, when I tapped that on, it removed all the previous color. What the shit? What the fuck? It didn't on this eye. It's so weird. Okay, so I got the guy and he got the girl. And the guy was doing like some, not deep tissue, but it was like some relaxation massage. And the guy at the counter was like, oh my God, that's the only massage I've ever gotten where I've like almost fallen asleep. I was like, that's exactly what I want. I need something so relaxing. He was like, it's so good. It's medium pressure. It's not too hard. It's not too soft. It's perfect. And I was like, amazing. And he said, the guy doing your massage is like incredible. He has like magic hands. And I was like, oh my God, I fucking cannot wait for this. So we book into the massage. I get into the room and the guy asks me, why are you getting massage? And I said, I am getting massage because mostly I want to relax. I said, last week I went to the gym and I was doing the rowing machine and my upper back was really painful, but it's not now. And he was like, okay, that's normal, lactic acid, whatever. So he was like, disrobe, get underneath the towel. We'll be all good and we'll get started. First things first, he didn't shut the lights off in the room. It was super bright, like this bright when I was getting the massage. And I was like, no, maybe that's just his style. Maybe he likes to just see everything or whatever. Then he starts asking me questions. He was like, okay, so how often do you work out? And I was like, okay, I really don't want to talk, but he's clearly like wanting to ask me questions. So like, I'm going to answer his questions. So I just told him like, I go to the gym as, you know, couple times a week. I just try to, you know, do my best. But I went last week and I must have just overdone it on the rowing machine. He was like, well, what kind of exercises do you do? And I was like, you know, I just kind of do here and there. I do like the elliptical. I was just not really worried about it. I just kind of try to, you know, do my best. Really didn't want to be talking. I just wanted to get a massage. And I told the guy that. I was like, I just want to relax. Like I want this to be like a relaxing vacation for me. And and I just want to keep in mind, because I know so many of you guys are going to be watching this and you're going to be like, why didn't you say something? I want you to keep in mind, this guy was like 6'3". scary. He was intimidating. He was like a decent looking dude. He had a super deep voice, and I just didn't feel comfortable shutting him down. He was not like, he was a very forward person. And so I just didn't feel comfortable telling him to shut the fuck up, okay? Like, even in a kind way, I didn't want to be like, can we just not talk? I don't know how to do that. I'm not that kind of person. So when he started asking me questions, even though I didn't want to answer, and even though I was like getting annoyed and I just wanted to relax and have my relaxing massage, I was answering his questions, but I was answering them quickly. I wasn't trying to linger on or have some like deep conversation. I was just figuring, if I just answer the questions that he's asking, maybe there's a reason he's asking them, first of all. Maybe if I answer him really quick, he'll get the gist that I like really don't want to talk about this right now. I just really want to move on. So he asks me, so what do you eat? And I was like, what do I eat? I was like, I eat keto. I eat the keto diet. And he was like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's a low carb diet. I was like, my doctor put me on it. So I listened to what she has to say, this is the truth. My doctor told me to do the keto diet. She said that it's helpful. We've done blood work. Like, I literally am doctor supervised. Like, I don't need this guy's fucking opinion about my diet. And then he was like, so what do you eat on the keto diet? And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So you eat like low carb, and you eat, you know, high fat, but like healthy fats. So like avocados, nuts, lots of greens, you know, lean proteins, you know, stuff like that. And I was literally so awful. I said, my doctor put me on it. And he was like, your doctor put you on it for health issues? What do you have? Like high cholesterol or something? What do you have? Like diabetes, high cholesterol? And I was like, no, I have a brain condition. It's none of your fucking business, first of all. But I didn't say that because he was intimidating. Like, none of you would have said it either. I'm not even kidding. Like, you probably wouldn't have said it because, first of all, I'm fucking naked on his table. Second of all, I'm just being asked questions by some guy that's like massaging my back. It was just really uncomfortable, okay? And he was like, so you eat low carb or whatever. And he was like, okay. And he was like, is it working for you? And I said, I've lost 40 pounds. He said, oh, so you've lost 40 pounds? And I said, yeah. And he goes, how long have you been doing this diet? And I said, for 2 years. And he said, it took you 2 years to lose 40 pounds? I'm like, no. I lost them in like the first 3 months. And mind you, this is like during my massage. So he's currently like rubbing my body as he's telling me all of this stuff. And I'm just sitting there like, fucking kill me. And then he goes on to tell me like, I'm trying to answer questions like, no. Yes, like I'm trying to make it very clear without being a total bitch, because I really don't like to be rude. Without being a total bitch, I'm trying to make it like blatantly obvious that I have no interest in talking to you about this right now. Like I'm trying to be cordial. By the way, they make you prepay. So I've already paid for the massage beforehand, and you don't even have a choice at this place not to tip. So even if I didn't want to tip, I didn't have the choice because it's automatic 20% gratuity or 18% or something like that. He's like, okay, so for weight loss, you're going to want to eat no more than 1/3 of an avocado daily, no more than 10 almonds. And I'm just sitting there like, I didn't ask you how to lose weight. I literally just want a massage. I never asked you a single question. I didn't ask you like, how long have you been a massage therapist? Like I've made it very clear at this point that like I have no interest in, I don't want to be talking about this. I just want my massage. Dude, I've only ever had one other massage, and it was lovely and so the opposite of this experience. And so he's like explaining to me like, when you're at the gym, you're going to want to set up your camera, like your phone, and you're going to want to record yourself so that you can see that your form is correct. And, to make it work, like obviously, you're going to want to change your diet. He was like giving me all of this advice on how to lose weight and how to go to the gym properly and how to eat properly. He asked me like, do you eat sugar? I literally was just like, no. And he was like, good, because sugar is so bad and it's bad for your brain. It's bad for kids. Like parents are just like hyping their kids up on sugar, and they're like giving them chicken nuggets and it's not good for parents to feed their kids that way. And they're making their kids have, behavioral issues and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just laying there like, is this like an actual thing that's literally actually happening? I'm laying there on this guy's table, fully naked, getting massaged, which by the way, I must admit, but I did give them a negative review, by the way. I must admit, it was the worst massage I could ever imagine. It was the most firm pressure. I can't even tell you. When he was massaging me, like some points of it, I was like wincing in pain. And he's like he was so forward and almost like hard in his tone. Like he was kind, and I don't think he was doing it with any any ill intent. I don't think he was meaning to sit there and be like, you're a fat bitch and you need to lose weight. I really don't think that's what he was trying to do. Like, I really don't think, but it's besides the point. I did not ask you how to lose weight. I didn't ask you how to make my back less painful. I didn't even say that I was in pain. I said my back had been really tight up here and it's not now. And I'm just wanting to have a good time. For the remainder of the time that I was getting the massage, he sat there telling me, oh, like the best ways to lose weight and like certain foods I shouldn't be eating, and asking me questions about like my health condition and stuff like that. And it was just so awkward. And I really don't think he was trying to be a dick. I really just think he and I have, I don't know, like it's a culture difference probably too. Like maybe he thinks that I cared, or maybe that I wanted to know how to lose weight just by looking at me. Maybe he felt like, you know, she's overweight, she needs to know. Like, and I have the answers because I'm a healthy guy, so I should let her know how to lose weight. Dude, it was the most uncomfortable 50 minutes of my fucking life. I just wanted it to be over. I just wanted to relax and go in there and have a nice experience. And instead, I had the worst time. It was honestly so awful. I am in an amount of pain after that massage that, because my back pain had gone away after going to the gym. Like I'm perfectly fine. I went to the gym, I overexerted on the rowing machine, and I had upper back pain. It went away. It's all good. Now my back, after going to this guy, Zach can't even like put his arm around me. It's like so painful. My skin hurts. It was supposed to be like this incredible massage with like arnica oil to like help soothe my aching muscles, and instead I left it with more back pain and just feeling humiliated, if I'm being honest. Like it was the least reacting, like not even just beyond the humiliation. I paid like $500 for 2 massages, and already that's just like crazy amount of money, but it was like a birthday thing, and I thought, you know, screw it, YOLO. And I was forced to tip this dude even though I didn't want to, because it just comes out automatically, which they don't tell you before they charge your card. They don't say, they charge your card and they're like, gratuities included. And you're like, okay, I didn't even have a choice not to add a tip. Not that I would have like stiffed this guy completely, but I certainly wouldn't have tipped him $50, which is what it ended up being. $50 tip. Fucking kidding me? Are you high? I did leave a bad review on the place, and I didn't like talk to the manager. I honestly just wanted to get the fuck out of there. I do know the dude's name that I got the massage from though, so I think I'm gonna call and talk to the manager and be like, look, I just want to explain to you how awkward this was for me and how I don't want anyone else to experience this, because it was literally the worst, and I don't want this to happen to anybody else. So this dude needs to know that, like, unless asked, do not give unsolicited advice. I think it should be like first rule of thumb that unless I'm initiating the conversation about something during a massage, and maybe I'm just wrong here, but I feel like it should be quiet and silent. I got a massage done in Vegas it's the Encore Spa at the Wynn, and oh my God, 5 out of 5 stars. Like, fantastic massage. It was super quiet and relaxing, and they spoke to you in a beautiful low tone, and they would ask like, is the pressure all right? This guy didn't do that. He was just fucking going in. He didn't even tell me like, I'm gonna start massaging you now. And his draping techniques, so like I know that like massage therapists, like they're supposed to drape you in ways that you're not like super exposed. My entire ass was out. My entire, like when he was massaging my back, instead of like just massaging the top and then like draping me a different way, like my whole entire back was completely exposed. You could like see all my skin, and I wouldn't really worry about that as much if I hadn't just been basically told for the 50 minutes prior to fucking lose weight. So it made me so uncomfortable, because the whole time that this dude was massaging me, I was super concerned about what I looked like, because he was making comments about like, this is what you should be doing and this is what you shouldn't be doing. And then I'm like naked on his table. So I just felt like so awkward being there and getting this, you know, treatment done and having him say all of this stuff while I'm in such a vulnerable position already, you know? It was awful. I am going to call and talk to the manager. I didn't do it that same day. I have his name. I know exactly the date and time that I went. That's no problem. But I didn't want to have to confront him right then. And that's why I didn't go immediately, because I didn't want him being told, hey, you've got a customer complaining out here. And then I didn't want them to make him like come apologize to me or come talk to me. That would make me so uncomfortable. I didn't want his apology right then. I didn't want to hear from him, and I didn't want to face him. Like, it was so awkward, and it was just the worst. I hated it. I can't believe I'm like baking right now. I want to wear a lot of makeup right now, and I don't even care. I'm like doing the opposite of my normal makeup routine right now because I need to feel pretty. right now, and I don't care, and I want to wear a ton of makeup. By any means necessary, I will do so. So I've been in a really rough spot with my self-confidence after that. It really shook me. Like, he was such a dick, and he wasn't even trying to be a dick. That's the thing. Like, he really wasn't. I could tell that he just, I don't know, he thought he was being helpful, I think. I really don't think that he thought he was doing anything wrong. And I think if I had even brought it to his attention right then, like, hey, can you stop talking to me about this because this is making me uncomfortable? He would have been like, what? Okay. And I don't know, it was just so weird. Oh my God, this is like sticking so patchily into spots. Like, look how patchy this looks. Really? So yeah, ever since that whole experience, I have felt, I mean, I was feeling it before, that's for sure. It's not like this caused it, but I was feeling self-conscious before, but now I can't get out of my mind that this dude, when I'm on his table, thought that that would be okay. And this isn't me being like, oh, don't ever tell, you know, somebody something like that. Like, clearly I need to lose weight. I already know that. I don't need you to be telling me. I don't need anybody to tell me something that I already know. Like, nobody, if you're my doctor, fucking go hard. Like, tell me whatever you want to tell me. That's fine. Like, my own doctor talking to me about my weight, go ahead. Like, literally berate me. I don't even care. Because I know you. You're a medical professional. I came here asking you for health advice, and if you give it, that's fine. I'm telling you what, I did not ask this dude for a single bit of information, and then, oh boy, I got an earful. Look how dry my skin is right here. I had a sunburn on my forehead. We're just gonna pay attention. We're not gonna pay attention to that. I had a sunburn from that Miami heat. Oh man, the humidity. Whew, the humidity. You know, I'm going on this trip to Hawaii in the next few days. I should be feeling like I shouldn't worry about it and it's all good and I am who I am and it's going to be a good time no matter what. And instead I'm feeling like I can't believe I have to be around a bunch of influencers looking like this, and I can't believe that I have to sit around all these people that are like undeniably some of the most beautiful people in the world and feel so self-conscious. Like, I really try not to be. I try to, what I'm discovering is I got this comment from somebody on Twitter. So I said, like, bitch, I'm feeling fucking ugly. I said it on Twitter, and Twitter's the place where I like vent. If I feel like I need to say something, I say it on Twitter. This person said to me, the beauty community needs someone like you to remind these young impressionable girls that you can be any shape or size and choose to be natural and enhance your appearance with makeup and still be gorgeous. There is no one set standard of beauty, but to me you're stunning. But somebody left me a comment that was basically along the lines of that a very, very small percentage of people look the way that is represented in the beauty community. And I mean that of like so many people and so many influencers, and this is not me downing on anyone. Honestly, quite the opposite. So basically, you know how like influencers have like, they're like perfect. And a lot of times I don't feel that way. And I think that a lot of times for me, I feel like almost embarrassed to be around people that are so unbelievably gorgeous. And I don't know what that is. It's like the weirdest thing because it's just outer appearance. Who'd give a shit? But when you feel like different, so like you know how there's like an influencer standard in a way. I notice it in, you know, just like the perfect hourglass body shape and like big boobs, but they're like perky and they're like super highlighted and they're gorgeous, and you've got a big ass and like these perfect legs, no cellulite, and big lips and like perfect chiseled jawline and like a great hairline and amazing hair. And then I feel like, okay, well, I have super thin hair. I don't get my nails done really. I mean, I could, but I just don't really. I have an apple body shape, like legitimately my ass goes inwards, but my stomach doesn't. It sticks outwards. And my jawline couldn't be less defined, and I have tiny lips and no cheekbones and a round face. And so those are all things where I go, well, fuck, I feel ugly. But it's not real because it's just different. And that's what somebody pointed out to me. They said, you know, very few people feel like they can relate because, like, I'm gonna be honest, influencers are fucking gorgeous. Like, in person, you think that it's like Facetune, but it's not Facetune. These people are literally so stunning. Wow, that brow looks really good. I like that brow a lot. I think a lot of people feel the same way that I feel and maybe don't see themselves represented as much. And that's what one of my subscribers said, is she said that, you know, a lot of people feel like they can't really relate to the people that they see online because they're so unbelievably like model-esque and stunning that it's like you can't you don't see yourself in that person very much. You want to attain to be that in a lot of ways, but you can't relate and see yourself by that. And they're like, she made the comment of like, I can relate to you and I can see myself in you, and that makes me feel good because you're still like in the beauty community and all that kind of shit. Basically, like I think you get what I'm trying to say. It's like representation, you know what I mean? That's why it's good to see somebody like yourself representing in the same industry or whatever, in the media or, you know, in movies. And so I get what she's saying, and it really did help me because I was like, okay, one of my friends, Allison, on Instagram, she said, I talked to my therapist and he asked me, who are your closest friends and loved ones? And do you love them for the way that they look? And what he's implied is so right. It doesn't even factor in. He also asked, when you've been closer to your ideal weight, were you satisfied? Were you happy? And were you accepting of yourself? And the answer to both of them is so clear. And why is it so hard to recognize? Because no, I couldn't care less what my family members look like. I would never judge them for that. And I would never even think to pay attention to that. It has no basis in who I love or who I keep in my circle. Do I look at other YouTubers and judge them off their looks? Absolutely not. I've never looked at anyone and thought less of them for how they look. Now, do I think that like certain people are absolutely beautiful and do I want to attain to those like standards? Like absolutely. I'm not going to even lie about it. Is it what I should do? No. But I don't ever look down on anyone or treat them differently or have anything. Like, it's all based on personality for me. Completely, 100%. Not even like 10%, not 20, not 50, not 75, 100%. If you're a dick, I don't care how beautiful you are. And vice versa. If you're like the most beautiful person in the world and you're super down to earth, that's incredible. It has nothing to do with appearance. And so why am I concerned about what other people think of me? And it's honestly, it's just, I don't know, I don't even know the word. Like, is it natural to feel ugly or is it natural to like feel self-conscious around people that you deem prettier than you or, you know, skinny? It's a lot, and a lot of it's not even due to pretty. A lot of it's just due to my weight. It really comes down to that. A lot of it's due to my weight. And when that massage therapist made all those comments, he really regressed me back into feeling like my worth is defined by my weight. And I know that's not true, and I know that's nonsense, but it's really hard to tell yourself that when so much of society and so much of the place we stayed at, even in Miami, you can tell, and maybe it's just the place we stayed, but you can tell looks are kind of everything. And I felt self-conscious in that, and I don't like feeling that way because my physical appearance has nothing to do with me as a person. I've said this a million times. It has nothing to do with me. If you don't like the way I look, or if you're gonna judge me based on that, or, you know, XYZ, like, it has nothing to do with me. I am just doing me and living my best life and being a nice person and trying to work and do the same job, and it shouldn't have any basis on whether or not I deserve the same level of respect or anything. And nobody treats me different. It's not like some influencer said something to me or some brand didn't want to work with me or something. It's not like that at all, because that's not the case. Nobody has done that. Nobody has really done anything to make me feel this way. It's just my own insecurities and honestly attaining to something that I'm not even working towards. Like, I'm like, she's skinnier than me. It's like, well, bitch, fucking go to the gym. Or like, you know, I don't know why I am so self-conscious as of right now. I never use powder, so like I'm struggling so bad because my skin is not looking great to me. It's just looking really makeup-y, but I don't know how to fix it because I can't like manipulate the foundation like I normally would. I would normally like just kind of blend out my foundation again, but I can't do that because I'm so powdered that it's really throwing me off. I'm gonna use Bloom Time from Wet n Wild. Yeah, just dude, makeup does not work as good on top of powder. I don't know if it's just like me or I just feel like it doesn't look as good, but maybe what I should do is just do my full face of makeup like normal and then just like spot powder. I don't know, like my whole face is powder right now. And I just feel like this looks, it's lackluster. It doesn't look super shiny like it normally does. It just looks kind of like, eh. Yeah, for sure. That like this does not look good. I wouldn't even be excited about that. So I'm trying to get myself out of that super negative headspace that I was in and not worry so much about what I look like, because at the end of the day, it makes no difference in my life. Like, I look how I look, and I don't know why sometimes it gets the best of me. Sometimes I couldn't give a shit less, and other times I'm so insecure it could like ruin my life about just how insecure I feel. And that's right now. I'm going through it. Okay, I'm gonna spray my face. Maybe that'll help. Somebody commented on my video and said that these Wet n Wild photo focus things look really good as setting spray, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, it smells so good. It's literally a popsicle. It's that same popsicle. My makeup has never looked worse. Like, this looks so awful. I just wanted to wear a lot of makeup and feel pretty, and now I feel so cakey. Maybe I could use a little Catrice. Let me finish off my eyes. Yeah, so I'm just struggling right now, knowing that I'm gonna be in Hawaii, and I'm, you know, I feel like I don't have any cute clothes. Oh my god, I'm gonna do an ASOS try-on haul after this because you guys are going to die. I bought a whole bunch of clothes from ASOS. I don't know if it's ASOS or ASOS. I hear a bunch of people call it different. I'm gonna call it ASOS. I bought a whole bunch of clothes from them. I asked you guys on Twitter, I was like, okay, tell me some good ass clothing brands that will get here quickly, that will be amazing, fit true to size. And so many people were like, go to ASOS, bitch. Like, you are not going to regret this. So I did. And oh dear, the way these clothes fit me or don't fit me is laughable. I thought that everything was going to be too small. Not at all. That'll be coming either before this or after this, but I would imagine this Get Ready With Me will be coming before the ASOS try-on, and you guys, it is hilarious. So I think I bought like 20 different things, 25 different things, because I wanted to test it out, and I guess they have a really good return policy. Like 4 things fit me. It's bad. I can't wait for you guys to see it because it's so hilarious. When I was trying this stuff on for Zach, he was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know. Literally today I'm struggling so bad with my makeup. I feel like I've never done makeup before in my life. Like, this is you ever just have those days where your makeup just does not do what you want it to do? That is today. I feel like I'm not having any luck whatsoever at making this makeup good. So I'm super excited to go to Hawaii. I can't even tell you. I can't believe I'm going. It's crazy to think that I'm going to Hawaii. Like, me. It's just, it's a place that I've always wanted to go. I've never gone before. I don't know why. It's somewhere that's not even that far away. Like, I think from Seattle, it's only like a 5.5 or 6 hour flight. It's not bad at all. And I'm just really excited. I cannot wait to see the island, and if there's anything that I need to do while I'm there, or anything I need to see, or anything you guys can suggest in Oahu, please let me know. I know I want to go back and go to Maui as well, because that's the main place that everyone was like, bitch, go to Maui. And I'm like, okay, I want to. These are the ColourPop Lippy pencils, and I've never used these before, but they sent over a ton of them, so I'm excited to try these out. Oh, they're very glidey. This is the shade Little One. And I've been really liking this still. This is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit in Send Nudes. Wet n Wild. Alright, well, I officially don't like this makeup because, like, this is like a literal line on my face. Like, what is even happening right there? It's because I put that fucking powder down first, and so, like, nothing would blend over the top. I should have blended my stuff on and then, like, gently powdered, but instead I did, like, that cut line, and I just feel like it doesn't look good. Anyway, that's it for this video. That's this. I know that this video was all over the place, like, literally so many places, but it's just been, I'm okay. Like, once I read some of the Twitter messages and people talking to me about everything, I realized that my outer appearance is literally nothing in the grand scheme of things. Like, this world is super duper huge, and there's a lot of really important stuff going on right now, and there's a lot of really important stuff going on in my life, and so who gives a shit how I look around a bunch of other beautiful people? Like, I'm beautiful too. It's just a different kind. It's my own version. Like, I look like me and nobody else looks like me, and it's totally fine. Like, who gives a shit? I just am who I am, and it does not matter. Like, I've just come to the realization that, like, it's all good. It's all good, baby. I'm just trying to YOLO my life away and just not really worry about it and just live my best life and have a good time, and that's all that I can do. And I don't know anything else. And, you know, as far as the massage therapist is concerned, he probably wasn't trying to hurt my feelings. He probably wasn't trying to make me feel bad at all. He's probably just trying to help me, and it wasn't helpful. Nobody wants unsolicited advice in any aspect of their life, and especially when they're just trying to relax. Just FYI. I know that if in any circumstance, like if somebody had asked, like, oh, how can I help my pain? And he was like, you need to lose weight. Like, I asked. So if that's really your answer as a massage therapist, like, you do you. But I didn't ask. I just wanted to relax, and it was so awkward. Honestly, it was like the worst. I hated it so much. And maybe it's the foundation because my skin's so dry right now. Just feeling like everything is... You can see all this texture. Like, what the fuck? hate my stupid idiot texture. That's that. And I will be in Hawaii when you guys are watching this video. So send me any suggestions you have. I will be reading the comments on this. And I am really excited to be invited and to get to go on these opportunities. If it weren't for you guys watching, I wouldn't be able to do stuff like this. It's truly a dream come true to be able to, I don't know, just get to work with brands and meet people and be able to go on these incredible trips. And it's literally because you guys watch me. I couldn't imagine. This life couldn't exist for me if you guys weren't here watching. And I'm sorry I missed a few videos. I was on a vacation and I never take a vacation. This is actually the first vacation that I've ever taken that wasn't like 1 day long. Zach and I have taken like a few little mini vacations here and there. Like we went to Vegas for 2 days. We went to Langley for a day. We went to Seaside for 2 days. But this is the longest, like it was like 6 days that we were gone. And it was weird. It's not something that we ever do, and we were like, what do we do? I don't even know what to do. And I thank you guys so much for allowing this to be my life, because it's just amazing. And I will be filming the experience and, you know, showing you guys as well. I can't even believe that this is actually happening and that I'm actually going. I love you guys so much, and I thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Yes. It's okay. I love you.
Is the vacuum too loud?
No. If you don't shut the door, it's too loud. But if the door is shut, it's not. Thank you. Love you. I'm also going through a. Almost dropped that. And then I did drop it. I feel like this does not look good. I don't think it's the palette though. I think it's me. Is it me? But I think this is focused in the wrong area. I'm gonna use the Wet n Wild Bloom Time again. Please fuck off, car. Oh no!